Welcome to the official Intro Beansies podcast for the TriloBytes, a gaming network that I've started with some somewhat cool people, but they'll do alright. So, first off, we've got the man with the agenda, Drew.
Hello, it's me.
It's Drew!
What's up?
And then, we've got the newfie from dear old Canada, Shua.
God damn it, Manio.
You have to say hello. You can't be abrasive.
Can't be abrasive. Howdy. Howdy.
Pouty. And we have our resident female, Blue.
Hello, I'm here.
That sounded like a mix of Ola and hello.
It was
So cheery.
Olo.
Olo, hello,
Olo.
Olo.
No,
And-
it's hello. Oh.
And myself, your host, Canadian, and your host dude. I said host twice there. That's redundant. And my name's Manio.
Professionalism. Come on, Manio.
Professionalism, my
5
ass.
years of
Yeah,
experience.
but I haven't done one in a
Come on.
long time.
Okay.
I'm
Rusty.
so
Forgive you.
excited.
How's everyone doing? How's everyone's day going so far?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Hello.
Exciting.
I
Anything exciting that anyone would like to share? Just kick us off.
marathoned some Dexter today
Ooh,
Uh.
Dexter's a fantastic show.
because I'm late on the draw for that one, but I've had the ending of the series spoiled, so I'm confused as to why
The
I'm still
ending
watching it.
is
Shit.
shitty.
Don't
yeah.
want. I think you should honestly.
The first
just...
4 seasons are the
Yeah.
only ones that are really worthwhile. The John Lithgow character and that whole story arc is fucking awesome.
The
That's probably
Trinity
my favorite
Killer.
season. Yeah.
Yeah.
John Lithgow
I
killed
think-
it.
I think if you want to watch the whole thing, just the last 15 minutes don't watch. Because I think it's really the last 15 minutes.
Well,
just
I
killed
already
it
know what
for
the
me.
ending is. He doesn't
But I
he
mean-
spoiler alert, he gets on a fucking boat and goes into a hurricane, and then he isn't dead, and he's in Canada or some bullshit. I don't know.
Exactly.
Somewhere.
15
Yeah,
minutes.
somewhere
it
doing
went
some
downhill.
lumber job. Yeah.
It's been a bad year
Not
for
the
that.
best.
Good TV shows to just end.
Speaking of TV shows, Better Call Saul kicked off
Last night?
last night and also tonight. Have
So
any,
it was
have any
so
of you guys
good.
watched it yet?
Yeah, I
You
watched it.
did watch it?
I have not watched it, but
I haven't
I
watched,
waited until
uh,
the fall of noodles.
You
Sorry.
mean by Fuzz?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Drew, give us a
Sorry.
synopsis, like a quick summary of the first episode. Was it
Spoilers,
good?
of course.
I didn't watch the first episode.
I did.
You
Go to
didn't?
Manio for that.
Manny, what did you think of it?
Yeah, I know there was a lot of people worried that it wasn't going to hold up to the limelight that Breaking Bad had. But I have to admit, Better Call Saul is awesome. So basically, it is a show that takes place in 2002. So it's, before Breaking Bad happened. But, minor spoiler, since I assume everybody here has seen Breaking Bad.
I
yes.
have.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool. The cold open of Better Call Saul takes place after Breaking Bad. So for
Oh,
the first...
Is that a Cinnabon?
Yes. So for the first
Yes.
5-10 minutes, you see what has happened to Saul and how he's coping, and then it has him sort of reminiscing, and that's how you get into the actual show of Better Call Saul, and it's essentially his early life, 2002, so way before he meets Jesse and
So,
before he meets Walter.
Breaking Bad started in 2008, so it's 6 years prior
Yeah.
to the beginning of Breaking Bad.
But you do see some characters that you've seen in the show that you've seen in Breaking Bad, so you get to see some people you already know.
Nice.
And yeah, don't go in expecting Breaking Bad. Go in expecting something else because there's an
Right.
entirely different tone and feel to it, and it's a great show. It was so good, and it had and I think it broke a record for the highest premiere, viewers for a premiere.
That's funny because
Nice.
Breaking Bad's premiere wasn't that high.
Yeah,
It was
it
a-
didn't really pick up.
Yeah, but
till
but that
it
but
was
the,
so
season.
far into it. Yeah,
but
people
Breaking Bad
just
had
went
such a
crazy
fan
for it.
following and cult following.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and now,
yeah, it's a good
now
show.
It's showing.
I definitely recommend checking out the first episode if you haven't yet.
I'm wondering how it'll feel watching it week to week instead of Breaking Bad, which I shotgunned all
Yeah.
at once in a week.
That's how I
The
did Breaking
entire
Bad.
series, right after it ended, in 2013.
I
know it's
I
out.
watched the whole entire
Like-
series.
I made it to the 5 episodes and then I watched it week to week. Man,
Right.
it was good.
I think the ending of Breaking Bad was sufficient. I think it was good. It wasn't like fantastic or
I
anything like that,
thought
but I think
for
it tied everything up
like
well.
with Dexter ending so bad and like How I Met Your Mother ending so bad, it was
Yeah.
a nice, like, good like feeling.
I have to admit,
okay.
in terms of like finales and whatnot, Breaking Bad was the only finale that had me like uncomfortable the entire time. Because spoilers again, if you haven't seen it, for people listening,
For the year.
the end you're not gonna know who's gonna make it, and it's very leaning towards that Jesse Pinkman might not make it. And I know everybody was rooting for Jesse to have like a retribution kind of storyline where he basically gets saved. He isn't stuck in this bullshit dark life that he has had, and everybody wanted him to have the retribution that he deserved. And at the end, obviously Walter White dies, and Jesse Pinkman escapes, and you know,
is now in Need for Speed.
yes, and there's the whole jokes of that.
I think that's
Yeah. But yeah, Breaking Bad was great. Like you guys said, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it when it was airing. I watched all up until the midpoint of season 5. So that was up until, cause season 5 was split into 2 seasons, wasn't it?
Yeah.
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 So that's how I watched it. I watched it till the end of season 5's like first half, and then I caught the last half live, and I was just so on edge the entire time. But it was such a good show.
Another show making its return after a mid-season break is The Walking Dead. Came back. Did it come back last night, or is it?
Yeah,
this
it came
Sunday?
back last night. Yeah, after they killed off.
I haven't watched. I didn't watch the beginning half. I watched the first 2 episodes of the beginning half of this most recent season. I don't know why it just didn't hold my attention as well. I didn't find it as kind of enthralling and that sort of thing. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna catch up to it or not. Have any of you guys seen this season, and what did you think of it?
Bits and pieces.
Honestly,
Go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna say all I know about the mid-season finale was that BuzzFeed made one of again more shit posting out of BuzzFeed, and then that kind of alerted me like, oh, it came back.
It seems like now they're straying really far from the graphic novel, which the show is based in. I don't know about you guys. I'm pretty much up to date on the graphic novel. I might have missed the last couple issues, but the graphic novel is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I stopped
like twice as good as the show, I think.
I stopped reading the graphic novel when they killed off a certain character with a baseball bat.
That was fucking intense.
I sort of stopped reading at that point the comics because I just lost interest.
I fucking love that the feeling that no character is safe. It's the reason that makes Game of Thrones especially fucking the best show on television.
On television, of course.
Yeah,
and
just never fucking know what's gonna happen. That moment is crazy.
My general interest in The Walking Dead died off. Season 1 was great. I love season 1. Season 2 was a fucking snooze fest.
I've heard that.
Season 3 was okay, but season 3 is when I started to drop off from the show and
I've never even seen it
stop
because the
watching.
People have been overhyping it to the point where like I don't want to watch it.
So, I would say the start of season 3. Season 3 was the last season I watched in entirety. Season 4 I watched halfway through and got fed up with it. Season 5 I've seen like 2 episodes. I saw the mid-season finale where they killed off a certain character, and then I watched. I didn't watch last night's episode. I just read up on what happened because I'm not going to go to my way to watch it. And I found out who they killed off last night, and I was like, oh, okay.
How they started off killing off another person?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they technically. Yeah.
Damn.
So I sort of just stopped because to me the show is just really boring, and there's really not much to it anymore.
I really hope they kill off fucking Norman Reedus' character and just watch people fucking riot.
They do that, yeah, I've never seen it, but I know they'll riot. That's how bad.
I don't think they would kill off Norman Reedus' character though, mainly because he's the main draw for the audience now.
Yeah.
So they
that's
know.
What I don't like, 'cause that character feels untouchable to me.
I gotta ask, why is he so untouchable? What makes him
because he's a fan favorite. He's an original character to the TV show. He's not in the comics, but they're thinking about adding him to the comics. At least that's what I've
I
heard.
thought they confirmed
Oh,
he was
damn.
being in the comics.
But I know he's not in the comics. I think they're
The
just.
comics recently took a huge step forward from all like the initial stuff, and then it jumped about 2 years into the future.
Oh.
That's kind of interesting. It's like
But-
leaps and bounds ahead of the TV show.
But
so I don't
I do
really
know
what
that
direction they're going, but
chances are they won't kill off Daryl, because like I said, he's a huge fan character, and if they kill him off, they know their fan base is gonna drop. Because I'll be honest, the only reason I watched the show is because he was just badass and interesting.
right.
And I'm like, well, I already know what's gonna happen to one of these characters. I have a feeling I know what's gonna happen to Baseball Bat Head.
Right.
So I just sort of drifted, and I just don't really care about the show. I generally just I'll watch the finales of the seasons, because that's really the only interesting episodes I feel in the seasons now.
Start watching again if they do introduce the villain character, like the latest greatest sort of villain character.
Let me think who that is again. I gotta think of his name.
Is his name?
Yes, Negan.
He's a sadistic fuck, probably worse than the governor. But
He's so awesome.
he's pretty badass. But I'd probably think I'd pick up the show again if they introduced him soon. But who knows? Because that's, like I said, it's so far beyond where they should be chronologically. So who knows?
And fun fact, Robert Kirkman, the guy who writes the comics and whatnot, he also has stated in the for the comics that Rick isn't even safe. That he never envisioned Rick lasting the entire series of the comics.
Oh wow!
And that's not a
I
spoiler
wonder
because
if he has an end in mind. Like when
I imagine,
think he's gonna
people,
wrap it
the
up.
speculation is that Rick's gonna get killed off, and then the main character that's gonna focus on is Carl.
Carl, yeah.
Damn it,
Carl.
Carl.
Fuck Carl in the
So
in the
it's
TV
kind of
shows.
like the game. Like I know, like the game's not really close to what the comic is,
People
but
go
that kind of
crazy
sounds
for
like
the
what it's gonna
game.
do.
People love
I
it.
think the Telltale games are great. I played the first one, the season 1 of The Walking Dead from Telltale, and it was awesome. I didn't cry at the ending like everybody else said they did, because it just wasn't that.
No, I didn't cry.
It was like, oh, okay,
I
cool.
thought it was good. It was really good.
I mean, I've only played the first episode of season 2, so
I thought season 2 was really good.
I know
really
spoilers because people fucking spoil shit to me all the time, so I know who
Right.
reappears in season 2.
I like how dark it turned at the end. Of
But generally,
season 2.
I'm just done with The Walking Dead. I'm done with zombies in general, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of a fad that I think
Like-
blew up, and
I
now
think-
it's kind of starting to fade. It's getting old, but
I think the last zombie thing, I don't even know if you'd call it a zombie thing, but the last zombie thing I really got hooked on was The Last of Us. And that's technically that's not zombies at all, but it's the same kind of idea. But I'm just done with zombies entirely, and The Walking Dead.
I feel.
yeah.
I think like zombie is going down for a bit, and then it's gonna be superhero TV shows. Like we're seeing it, but
Yeah.
they're now like going full production.
The superhero TV shows, I can't think of a bad one right
I
now.
think Gotham's not good.
Gotham is, I think the fault with Gotham is, I don't know. Like
I feel like it's great concept. It's just they haven't really found what
Their footing.
footing, and it's. Each episode I watch, I'm like, I just want this to be
I have to
good.
admit though, the
love
TV series has the best Gotham, like in terms of the city. They nail they nail the theme and the aesthetic of the city. And I think one of the only saving graces of that TV series, I still watch it every week because I like it, but I think the saving grace for that series is Robin Lord Taylor, who plays Penguin.
I've heard
Yeah,
the
the
person who's
Penguin.
Alfred has been one of the saving graces as well. People
He
love
is
his
pretty great.
character.
Yeah. What's his name? Sean Pertwee.
Yeah. That's what I've heard. And then Flash and Arrow are doing amazing. Like everyone loves those two.
Arrow.
Flash and
Arrow is good. Flash is better. I think that's because Flash is fresh. But Flash is great.
The superhero TV shows, they don't really pull me in. They don't really interest me. Like I'm not interested in watching them, even though they may be great and that's what everyone says. But I don't know. It just feels different than watching it like in a theater. Like if you make people go crazy for the superhero movies that are all coming out, the shit that Marvel's doing, and I'll go to all of those and they're great. And maybe the TV shows are just good, but it's just not the same appeal for some reason.
Coming to the point
For
now
me,
where
at least.
like TV is now like they're gonna try to set up a Justice League for TV, and then I heard Marvel wants to do a live action X-Men show.
Yeah, so I heard that too.
I don't know, like, depending on how, like, who's gonna direct and how they're gonna approach it. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not, an X-Men one, because that could be, like, depending on how their CGI is, it could be awful, or it could be like The Flash and it's amazing.
Really want, yeah, I really want one because I really haven't seen the Avengers because Tumblr kind of ruined it for me. But I'd be happy if Marvel started making TV shows out of their movies because the Marvel universe completely connects at some point. Like,
it's funny you say that.
Sparingly.
It is funny you say that because Daredevil's doing that, right?
Jessica Jones isn't it?
Well, Daredevil, I've heard, is also connected. I think all 4 Netflix series are connected to the Marvel universe.
The Marvel Netflix series are connected to the MCU.
Yeah. And
but
I think that's
really
a good
want DC to make a movie that isn't Batman. Seriously.
Well, they don't really have many. Well, then again, you don't really get the off. Not the off.
I want a Bat Family movie.
I'd rather have the Batman Beyond movie. But you really don't get the offshoot character movies because they're not that well known. That's why I think the offshoot characters are going to get the TV series. Like, who did they just announce that's getting one?
Teen Titans is a good example.
You're
going to do Teen Titans or try to do it, so Nightwing's going to be in that.
Maybe. You never know. They could go with just, I don't know. I don't know how a Teen Titans one would work. Because I don't like Teen Titans is kind of lame.
And the ones they picked are really odd. They picked Nightwing, that could work, but they picked Starfire, Raven. Cyborg is not in there.
Well, no, because I think they're he's in the Justice. He's in the.
Yeah, for the new 52, he's in, so that makes sense. But it's not choice, like especially if they want to do a lot of CGI and want to, compare to the Flash and Arrow. I mean,
like I said, Flash and Arrow are good TV shows.
Yeah, they have their fun right now. Their villains right now are doing pretty good.
Yep.
Kind of funny. Fuzz just tweeted about Gotham, even though we were just talking about it. She says, #Gotham has the subtlety of a parade of elephants stampeding down a crowded stairwell.
It's true. That's another issue with Gotham, is they don't know how to be subtle. Like, this Edward Nygma character, he does riddles all the time. He has a question mark on his coffee cup. I wonder who he is.
I've heard that Two-Face, all he does is flip a coin.
I mean, but that's kind of like the charm of comics, though, is that they can be like cheesy and shit like that.
I think that's what they're trying to go with. And when Two-Face had his like 2 episodes or whatever, all he did was like flip a coin. It's like, come on.
Let's be honest though, like Batman just like reeks in like dorkiness. Like the original 60s series was fucking dorky as shit. The 90s movies were also corny as hell. Like, when Batman went serious, I was like, okay, I can roll with this.
Christopher Nolan's like dark Batman was so good.
I love the newer movies, but I'm happy that they're going back to the old, like, they're attempting cornball.
Tim Burton is just one of those directors that I feel like he hasn't made anything good in so fucking long.
He is,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he did Sweeney Todd, and that was not good.
Sweeney Todd, yeah. I don't think anything will ever compare to The Nightmare Before Christmas, to be honest.
Such a good movie.
Well, that and Beetlejuice.
Oh, I forgot he did. They're doing a sequel too.
So maybe that's his.
That's probably gonna suck balls.
I feel like that's a movie no one wanted, like now, and now they're just like, hey.
Well, I think
fucking sequels that are
coming
back.
Well, I don't
years
think
later, and they've all been pretty terrible. I think Jurassic World. I'm hoping
it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good.
And be good.
I have a feeling it's gonna be good. From the stuff I know about it, I think it's gonna be good because they're doing a lot of mirroring towards the original movie.
Yeah.
So I'm optimistic. I'm not optimistic.
It's almost like a remake, really.
I think it's more. It's still the 4th movie because it's still addressing the stuff in the previous 3. But essentially, it's a reboot for a new trilogy with these people. But I'm excited. I'm optimistic. I'm not freaking out like everybody else. Because everyone's like, oh, it's just CG. There's no animatronics. But
I mean,
the director even said there is animatronics.
Everyone fucking hated the third Jurassic Park movie.
It was
I don't
bad.
think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad, if I'm honest.
It's not like
I mean,
it's not a shit movie.
It's not as good compared
And I think
to
the dinosaur designs in that
other
movie.
ones, but
I think the raptor
It's
designs were the
watchable.
best in that movie.
like
in
I'll
terms
watch
of
it if it's on.
the
Yeah,
three.
I agree.
I'm not optimistic for the new Terminator movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
I saw the
Jesus.
trailer.
It's
for
probably
that
gonna
the other
suck.
day.
I don't know if it's a reboot or if it's a sequel.
It's
No
something.
fucking clue.
Like the trailers don't explain anything. It's like, is this like a mix mash of the first two movies? Because they have the fucking what the hell was that Terminator with the liquid metal? Damn it, I don't remember. But that's the Terminator that's in this one, and it's
Maybe it's like a huge teaser trailer for Twins 2 with Danny DeVito. That's the real Terminator's just Danny DeVito. Just try.
That would be amazing.
I would
Fucking
love
Danny
that.
DeVito's the man.
That would be amazing. Just a short Terminator that's Danny DeVito. I would pay money to see that.
I don't really. I'm not that familiar with Danny DeVito, to be honest. I've seen, like the first 10 episodes, the first season of Sunny in Philadelphia.
I think that sets the tone. Like back to the comedy he does now.
And then I
works
saw
for him.
Batman movie where he was Penguin, which was just uncomfortable. That's really my only, Was he in Throw Mama from the Train?
Don't know.
Don't remember,
I
but-
know him from Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
think-
Always Sunny.
One of the things he's most famous for is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yep.
When
that
he was
too.
younger, he was great in that.
We also have what else? What other movies are coming out?
Ghostbusters.
Oh,
Female
Mania,
one.
do you want to talk about your love for Melissa McCarthy?
So
and-
here's the issue I have with this. I have no issue with a female Ghostbusters cast,
Right.
but
I
if
have an
you,
issue with Melissa
Exactly.
McCarthy.
but apparently on the internet, if you have an opinion about, I don't know about the casting, immediately you're labeled as a woman hater,
Yeah.
which isn't the case. My opinion was,
No,
I don't
exactly.
care.
Fuck Melissa McCarthy. She's so overrated. She's not funny.
She's my issue with it. She's
It's
not
just-
funny.
She's the same thing in every movie, and it's just awful.
I feel like
She's the Megan
the-
Fox of comedy females.
to Megan.
Yeah.
I want that Ghostbusters that Channing Tatum wanted with Chris
Channing
Pratt
Tatum and
as
Jonah Hill.
grittier Ghostbusters. That's what I want. Chris Pratt, Channing Tatum.
Chris Pratt
Ghostbusters.
is in like everything now.
But
Yeah.
I don't care. Like
He's awesome.
He's pretty great, yeah.
I'd be okay with an all-female Ghostbusters if they were funny.
I
At
feel
And
least
younger.
that.
But I get
Yeah.
what Minnie was saying, just like the tone, like just based on the actors that they said. Like Melissa McCarthy's not exactly an actress I want to go see. Like
Kristen Wiig isn't too bad. She's
no,
funny.
but Melissa McCarthy's one
Yeah,
of those. I'm
Kristen
like,
Wiig.
no.
Yeah, I won't see it because I don't like her.
Yeah.
Kristen Wiig might be
But
the only
apparently she
positive
was
part of
good
that.
in Saint Vincent. She played a more serious role. It's just,
Emma Stone was rumored to be one of the
that
female
would've been great
Ghostbusters.
choice.
Yeah, it would have. But I just,
I'm I think the only female, now that we talk about it, I think the only one I'm okay with is Kristen Wiig, because
yeah,
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
great. I feel like she would bring.
that movie's gonna bomb.
We never. I'm gonna hope for the best for it. but
It's
if
gonna
it's written
bomb.
well, I mean, if they don't do stupid jokes, like,
It's gonna be fucking Bridesmaids with ghosts.
Oh,
don't
God.
say that, Manio. Just don't hurt my.
God.
You know it's going to be that though, because it's the same fucking dude who wrote Bridesmaids or whatever. It's the same people that were attached to Bridesmaids that are doing it, from what I read.
Okay.
this is gonna be the Duke Nukem Forever of Ghostbusters.
The one everyone wanted. And
I think it'll be worse than Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh, oh no, there's a lot of things.
I
at
bet
that
if they
top
make
that if you
enough money,
tried.
they'll
I
make a
mean-
second one.
Just making any kind of sequel to a beloved comedy years and years later just isn't a good idea, I don't think. Fucking
Wait,
Anchorman 2
Was
was
bad.
bad. Dumb and
Dumb
Dumber,
and Dumber
2
2 was the worst.
Didn't see it.
It was. It was
So happy I
sad
didn't
to
see it.
watch.
Look at it
it's
this
just-
way, though.
It feels like a quick cash in, and that's
Look at it
probably
this
what
way.
is.
now Ghostbusters 2 won't be the worst Ghostbusters movie.
At least there's that silver lining.
I've never understood the hate for Ghostbusters 2 because I like it.
Did you
Now they'll have
ever see the picture of the dad who was like, "I got a new photo for my baby's room. My wife is not amused."
Yeah.
And it's the portrait.
I also think it's kind of not right making another Ghostbusters movie, considering that Harold Ramis passed away last year, 2 years ago. I don't know. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
They'll probably dedicate the movie in his memory or something like that. But I just, I imagine we'll see cameos from like
I don't think Ben
Bill
Murray wants
Murray.
to do Ben Murray or Bill
Maybe.
Murray. It is like 12:30 here, Manio. I am tired. But yeah, Bill Murray. I bet Bill Murray wants nothing to do with it. He's even said, "Fuck no."
Yeah.
He even suggested just an all-female one, so he could just be like, "Don't talk to me. Just do that, please. Get away from me."
Was he the one who suggested an
I
all-female
think
one?
he said, yeah, just do an all-female one. I mean, get Kristen Wiig. He's the one I think who suggested Emma Stone and.
Oh.
But-
And speaking of sequels coming out, December of this year, we will get the, you could say, longly anticipated, not really maybe, Star Wars Episode 7.
It's funny
Oh,
because
shit.
on the news today, Mark Hamill commented about this. Someone asked him what should be our expectations for the movie, and all he said was, "It's a movie." I mean,
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
I have to admit,
a shining recommendation.
I'll have to find it just to make sure I cited it correctly.
I was
It's true.
when they announced there was going to be another trilogy, I was skeptical. And I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Star Wars and Jurassic Park are the movies that made me want to be creative and make movies and write stuff. So I hold those two series franchises very, very close to my heart. So you can imagine my disappointment with the prequels, which is funny because I was a
think it's
little
everyone's disappointment.
I was a little kid when I
Yeah.
saw them, and I hated them as a little kid. And generally, little kids love them. But I grew up on them, and then my dad made me watch the original trilogy first before I saw the new ones. And I was like, oh, these movies are so good. Because when you're that young, you don't really have a perspective on effects and visuals and how shitty
Right.
these movies look. And then I went back and watched them years later, and I'm like, oh my god, these look so bad, but they're just so good because the story doesn't suck. It's a good story. Whereas the original trilogy, it's not the original trilogy, the new trilogy
The
feels
first three.
like cheese.
Feels like the greatest creation in the world, according to George Lucas.
Like the midichlorian bullshit. They're like I think because they tried to explain that the Force was a mystical power they didn't know, and that all life was with this. It was just some religious bullshit, I think, is what it was. And then in the original trilogy, it's like a bacteria. It's like, what? Get out of here, Liam Neeson.
Your
Fuck
blood.
off.
Yeah,
I feel
seriously,
like
I was
it'll-
so bullshit.
I feel like it'll never live up, though. I feel like it's automatically just
Yeah.
doomed to be
But
disappointing because it's not the original Star Wars, and I think
Yeah.
part of that is the nostalgia that's attached to it, and that's kind of what happens with
The-
anything sort of like
I
a
don't know.
reboot or something new that's in the
I'm-
same. It's like, well, this isn't how it was back then, so it's
Well,
not.
The reason why the original 3 Star Wars were so great was because somebody at some point, every time they were filming, stopped George Lucas and went, "That's fucking stupid, don't do it." And then he changed it. And the problem with the first 3 is there was nobody there to stop and go, "This is bullshit, and you need to cut that out." And that's why I'm kind of excited for the new ones. I'm also excited
I
because
think
they threw away the entire extended universe, and then J.J. Abrams went, "Well, I'm gonna include it anyway, so it's
yeah,
canon
he is
again."
because they in the teasers they've shown Revan's mask.
Yes.
they isn't it true that George Lucas said that he wanted to do episode 7 but they turned him down?
Yeah, Disney
Yeah.
wouldn't let him do the new.
That's a
Wouldn't let him do
good
do
move
it.
on Disney,
Wow.
honestly.
But the reason I'm excited now, I was skeptical until I saw the trailer. Because the teaser trailer kind of oh my fucking god, I'm so excited. And I know everybody's bitching, the lightsaber design is stupid. And they're trying to
People are
explain
already
it.
fucking nitpicking.
But it's based off of a broadsword. So the hilt is a
Yeah.
defensive kind of thing, so he doesn't get his hands chopped off.
And I feel
There's
like
a
that's
million
what
different designs for lightsabers too. Like if you
Yeah.
look at the wiki, there's whips, there's swords.
Let's
there's
not talk about the
daggers,
light
there's-
whips. That's a
Oh my
stupid
God.
design.
Yeah, the light whips. I think that's what Mark Hamill's trying to say. It's just like, come on, guys, just don't get overhyped.
There's also my favorite lightsaber design were the what are they? Tonfas? I think that's what they're called. I can't remember. They look like fucking police billy clubs. But no, I'm excited. I've heard some things like when people they go on the set and they say what they've seen and how they get emotional when they're on the set. Like Kevin Smith cried when he went on set. As soon as when he said he wasn't emotional, he's like, "Oh, it's just a movie." And then he said, as he was walking up the ramp of the Millennium Falcon, he started to get emotional.
Oh.
So, I have a feeling since there's people who are so attached to Star Wars getting emotional, and J.J. Abrams has been showing stuff like a lot of it is practical effects, not special effects.
I heard that Kevin Smith is making another movie just with Johnny
Yeah, he's
Depp's
making-
character in
Yeah.
Tusk. This is
Oh.
the French
Yeah.
Canadian detective.
It's called what the fuck's it called?
What?
I can't fucking Yoga Hosers, and then
Yeah.
he's basically doing a Canadian trilogy. He had Tusk, which I thought was awesome. I love Tusk.
I thought it got a lot of mixed reviews.
It was
and it
so
didn't
good.
do very well in the box office, but I enjoyed it. Man, I love everything Kevin Smith does.
Yeah,
Which,
and then Yoga Hosers, which is the like detective superpower show. Apparently, the girls would have like superpowers, and then just Johnny Depp's horrible fucking character from Tusk.
right.
And then he's doing
it's Kevin Smith's daughter and Johnny Depp's daughter, right? Are kind of the main.
yeah
Fantastic duo.
the girls from the convenience store in Tusk.
Right.
And then he's doing the third movie, which is called Moose Jaws, and he's basically said it's Jaws but with a moose.
Oh my god.
So
He
obviously
just doesn't give a fuck.
he
He's
doesn't
just
give a
like,
fuck.
I'm gonna make what I think would be funny. Like what would make me laugh.
And I'm
then-
Canadian, so I'm gonna watch the fuck out of that movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully it's a
Because
bigger
moose
wide
are fucking
release.
scary. And then he said that he's doing Clerks 3. Clerks 3 is a go
Yeah,
apparently
Clerks-
now.
Yeah.
That's the one
I'm so excited for that movie. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Do you guys want to segue into our channel? Want to talk about that?
So that would probably be a good idea.
Yeah.
So basically, this is gonna be just like a standard gaming channel, but it's not gonna be any of that over exaggerated bullshit that you see from people nowadays, which I find fairly fucking annoying. Real people, real reactions, not that fake. Oh my god, it's a box.
Yeah.
You know, from a certain YouTuber. It's just gonna be.
I'm not a huge fan of like Markiplier.
Yeah, his.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's not name drop.
I mean,
People name drop all the
Guys,
time.
Professionalism.
I'm not saying I'm
Yeah.
sure he's a great guy and everything else like that, but I
It's
just,
just
don't really
not
care
fans
for
of
the,
the.
like, the fake kind of like
Yeah.
overreaction, screaming at my ear sort of thing. So I've got nothing against him. I just
We're
don't
gonna
particularly
quietly
enjoy
scream in
his
your
content.
ear while we talk about dicks.
Our reactions won't be fake.
No, it's
My-
gonna be pretty genuine.
My goal for Spooktacular Saturdays is to be as monotone and
Oh.
unfazed as possible. I'm gonna
Let's
fail,
talk
but
about
I'm gonna
that. Show
try.
ideas.
All right, so, these podcasts we record them on Monday nights. They will be brought out on the channel on Tuesdays, and then generally we'll just be releasing videos, Let's Plays generally, so your standard gaming channel stuff, and then we'll be trying out new stuff. Basically, just new original ideas, some fun ideas. In terms of Minecraft stuff, since Minecraft is so
We'll do it like
Maybe
once in a
a
while.
few things, but keep it to a minimum, I think.
yeah, and since
Something
Minecraft
here or
is
there,
so
like
like
original ideas here or there, I think, but
it's just generally overdone.
yeah.
And
for
it's
sure.
generally, if you do watch Minecraft videos, it's the same thing. People going, let's build a house, let's survive. If you're going to do a Minecraft series, make it original.
Right.
And my idea was just, I build little adventures, and then have everybody else play them. So I can essentially be God. So think D&D, but inside Minecraft.
Thank you. I wouldn't mind if you built some of those Let's Plays that you had been teasing us about in your notebook, honestly.
I could do that.
We're talking about this right now.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, of course, why not?
But yeah, we can do Manio here, the creator of the channel. He's pretty much creates pretty much everything. He's in charge of us. We are his slave.
Yes.
So
My
I
name-
guess we should probably say that we are a group of kind of an offshoot of the Rooster Teeth sponsor Minecraft server.
Yes.
Our community
Yeah.
name is the Dark Blubberhood. But
It
we're
says
kind
a
of
lot about us.
we have the Dark Blubberhood channel where we post some gameplay stuff and shorts and things like that. But we're kind of just doing like a new project and kind of venturing off and seeing what we can do with it. So
I would
something
say it's a
fun to
more
do on the
serious
side.
tone.
Yeah.
Because
Still with
I mean,
dick
there's
jokes.
no type of schedule with the Blubberhood channel, but this I think we're gonna try to do
Yeah.
more regular stuff. So
You want to talk about a little bit about each other, like
That
Oh,
is probably a good idea.
background.
Yeah. We'll just go from the top to the bottom here in TeamSpeak. So, Blue, you
then-
can go first. Tell us about yourself and whatnot.
I'm Blue. My real name is Lexi. I am an account executive in real life. My experience is mostly in animation and drawing. And I like horror games, mostly horror games, puzzle games. I fucking love Escape the Room games. I have probably about 12 apps on my phone dedicated to them. And they're all mostly the Got games, ones from Japan, because those are the better ones. And I really, really fucking love rhythm games. Like Osu is my drug.
Drugs are bad. All right. Is that it?
all right, I guess so.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll go next here. I am Drew. I am currently a second year college student studying English. I spend
I'm sorry.
What?
No, keep going.
What? No, I want to know what's so funny.
No, it's good. Keep going.
All right.
English. Okay, go. Come on.
What is so funny about me studying English? What's the matter?
What are you, Shakespeare?
I might actually be switching my major, but we won't talk about that.
Let him finish, you fuck.
I
Oh, the
spend
Drew
my
Shakespeare.
summers on the stern of a lobster boat, hauling in traps and bathing in fish guts. And I guess, as far as games go, I don't have a huge variety of stuff that I play. I've been getting more into PC stuff lately, with Steam and all that. I used to be like exclusively console, Halo in particular, which I still love, but I don't know if I'm getting an Xbox One for the Halo 5 or not, but we'll see. I don't know. It's kind of a lot of money to spend just to play one game, but I get attached to games and I kind of like to stick with them. So I'm kind of picky and I don't like to pick up new games, but I'm getting better at that. So that's me.
All right, Shua, you can go next.
Thanks, Manio. Hi. Waving at you guys. I'm Schwa. Not gonna tell you my real name. God damn it.
It's Josh.
Enough. I'm a
And he has
second year
mutton
student
chops.
like Drew, but I study crime. I bring absolutely nothing to the table other than my charm. I've only synced once. That was a failure. And I'll provide you with Xbox videos with a colleague of ours, and just at random games that I have because I'm a poor asshole.
And what country do you hail from?
I also come from Canada, so you can expect me and Manio to do a lot of Canadian stuff.
Oh yeah, by the way, Blue, Drew, and you guys are
Mhm.
from where?
Here you go.
I reside in the great state of Maine, so basically Canada, the Canada of the United States.
There you go. Would you like to say anything else, Shua?
Just look forward. I mean, during my videos, like, I'll be awful, but in time, just please love me. Manio, you go. Should we talk about the other people who are a part of this?
Yeah, we can talk about them eventually.
How did I have a question, real quick.
alright.
How did we decide who was gonna be on the channel in the first week?
That's a
Did you
good
just name a
question.
bunch of
That's
names
all
to Blue?
Manuel.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, I was planning on saying, yeah, I'll do some stuff, but then next thing I know, my turtle face is on a banner. I'm like, okay, cool.
Basically, it came about of people who I think would work well together.
All right.
and it started to like I had to think of people that I've played with on Brotherhood and who I've talked to extensively, and like, I had to think of people who would have good chemistry. So obviously, I picked just a random bunch of people and basically threw them on the list without even asking them if it was okay.
Right.
But whatever.
So what Manny was saying is there was an extensive list and we made it
I thought about
Alright.
it. I thought about it pretty in depth.
out of like 20 people.
And if you're not on the
I'm
list,
sure, I'm sure we'll have the other people on from time to time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we will.
Yeah, and some people are convinced that like now they didn't make it because like someone hates them or something.
Yeah,
they
there's
can be
kind of a
guests.
little bit of
There
like
is
feeling
tension,
left
but, I
outness right now, but
You'll see other people,
we'll
but
work people in.
we're gonna see what happens with just the group
but if you're
of
fucking
7.
weird, you're not gonna be here. It's all good. Anyway, I should probably talk about myself now.
Yeah, there you go.
My internet alias is Manio. My real name is Justin. I hail from the great north of Canada. I'm essentially on the border of Canada, so there's that. I'm only, an hour or two away from the great state of Michigan. Thankfully not Detroit.
God.
I am old. I'm 32. I'm kidding, I'm not.
I was gonna say, what
He's
the
37.
fuck?
I'm 52. My background consists of a lot of mixed up bullshit. I like being creative, but I have a really short attention span, so I can't focus on one thing for too long. It's why I made this a group thing. I have background in game design, so I know some game design lingo, mingo, bingo. I like to write. I was published in a book 2 years ago.
I didn't know that. Man, you talk
yes.
about that.
Okay,
Fancy.
back in 2012, it's nothing really fancy, but back in 2012, a guy by the name of Lewis Christian wrote a Doctor Who book for the 50th anniversary in 2013, but he wrote it in 2012 and it got published in 2012. Basically celebrating how the show has been on TV for 50 years and is still producing new episodes. And it was just a celebration of that. So people got to like write like articles and send it in, and they get published in the book. So aside from just being an ebook, you can actually buy physical copies of said book. Like I said, not very exciting.
Well, it's better than
That's
me.
still cool.
The closest I've got is Drew's fan fiction of me.
Well, there you go. I've also done a lot of volunteer writing for gaming websites. I still sort of do it. I run a gaming website with two of my other friends that I've met doing internet-related activities. That sounds a lot like pornography.
But it is.
I was a moderator for a gaming website, another gaming website, since 2008. And I still do that from time to time. And, I like making stuff. I'm very creative. I build Minecraft Let's Plays all the time. All this amazing content. I like making things. That's basically what you need to know about me. I like making stuff.
Woo woo.
All right.
Oh, and then of course we have... What?
No, go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
Okay.
What?
In the butt.
What?
And then
What?
we have our
Not
other
going with
4 people. There's only 8 of us of the core team. There's 8 of us. We have our Scotsman, Harry, from Scotland. He's kind of an asshole, but we love him. I think we can all agree on that. We have a 2 male love situation here. We have our Jesse, who has a relationship with Drew. Not really. But we have Jesse.
I should be so lucky.
He's interesting. Oh shit, who else is it?
We also have Trevor.
Yes.
He's gonna work with me and a couple of other people, but he's also the editor of most of our stuff.
Yes. And then we have Keller, also known as Zach, who is just another person we have, who gives great fashion advice.
Absolutely.
You can expect those fashion tips in a couple of weeks.
And you can
I
expect
just
a lot
picture
of
Keller playing like fucking like the dress up games, like with the fucking
I'm-
fucking anime girl. You have to like dress up.
That'd be
No,
great.
no, no. Schwa should play those.
yep.
But like,
After
it
that
could
house
be,
disaster, you need to fucking learn how
it
to
could
design
be, it
things.
could be about like he'll have to dress me up. Like he'll have to teach me to dress like a pro and like swag. That's what
Swag.
I should say.
Mhm.
So much swag because, damn, I need to look good.
Turn it into a queer eye for the straight guy of sorts.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on.
I
I want-
think
I want to look presentable.
you need to learn how to build houses in Minecraft because Jesus Christ, that
It's art
disaster.
blue, but let's not
It
bring
wasn't
that up.
art.
Anyway,
That was sadness.
so
I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I thought it was a very nice house, Shua.
But you guys aren't gonna see
You're
it because we're
dressed like a
scrapping
yeah,
the video.
Okay.
I don't know why we bring it up.
Yeah.
Cut that, Manio.
Okay.
But-
But yeah, that's basically us. What the
We
plan
must
is.
be right about at an hour, about now.
I know.
Yeah, almost.
We're only doing this for an hour, but wanted to end it with questions. We each ask each other a question just for the shits and giggles. Could bring
No,
a
that could
couple
be-
of laughs.
That could be fun, I guess.
I'm just saying it just so we can get a good laugh.
What the fuck? Like, what questions
got
would you
one, I got
ask? Like,
one.
hey,
Alright.
Guys,
Alright.
Let's all
if
just.
you were a Jedi, what would be the color and the shape of your lightsaber?
oh fuck, that's easy as shit. My lightsaber would be magenta, because that's what it was. That's what it was in the Old Republic MMO. Magenta, and the hilt would be like a cane, so it would be curved. So like Yoda's lightsaber or his cane bullshit. Yeah, it'd be like a lightsaber cane, but magenta.
True.
I don't know. My favorite color is green, but green is really overdone. So, I might go with purple. Purple is probably my second favorite color. As far as the shape of it, gosh, I don't know. Shaped like
I feel like you'd be the glow stick guy. Like it'd be like floppy glow sticks, and you'd just be like,
what?
You just
Fluffy
raise
glow
like that would be
sticks?
your move. You'd just be go up to people and just like wiggling
Like I'm
around
at a
to just
fucking
cut them.
rave. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. Fucking,
You do like
yeah,
that
they would be
awful
shaped like
cyberpunk,
glow
like-
sticks. That's great,
Like
Shua.
you're in an empty room and they're just like laughing, like, "What are you gonna do with them?" And then you just smile and the lights turn off, and you just see like the two floppy lightsabers.
Beautiful.
A
And
fluffy
good
lightsaber
idea.
would be like no good.
It'd be good for Drew.
Perfect. I've always wanted a nice flaccid lightsaber. So.
All I can see is just like, what's that gif of like Maurice from the Beauty and the Beast raving?
Yeah.
I just see Drew.
Lovely.
I'd probably be, for old time's sake, it'd probably be a standard blue with a really fucking long blade on it.
Boo.
Well, but it'd be one of the ones that you can like take apart and makes two of them, like a double hilted. Because that was the only thing I took out of episode 1 was Darth Maul's lightsaber was really fucking cool.
Yeah, it was.
I know what they would be. Mine would be shaped like now. I'd have Sai, like Raphael's.
There is a lightsaber
Ninja
design like that, I think.
So yeah, tie that back into my kind of.
That'd be badass.
Don't you boo
Character
my blue
persona.
choice? I fucking love the blue ones. Okay.
Sai, I prefer the green size. That'd be badass. What about you, Shua?
Hmm.
Yeah, green.
I'm just gonna
Good.
go off the top of my head. I'm gonna cut my legs off, right? Just picture
Mhm.
it. I'm gonna cut my legs off. I'm
Okay,
gonna
your
replace
legs are
it,
off.
and I'm gonna measure my legs, and
Oh,
I'm gonna
fuck.
replace them with lightsabers. It's gonna be brown lightsabers.
So,
Dude, they
and
would
what
just
my
like
plan
sink
is-
into the floor.
Yeah.
What are you trying to
I'm gonna have a
do?
wheelchair, right? I'm gonna have a floating
Peg leg
wheelchair.
lightsabers.
And my
Slowly
attack is I'm
sink.
gonna put my legs up. I'm gonna charge at them with my wheelchair.
No,
Like, you'll
That
never see it
sounds
coming.
fucking terrible. That's the worst
And
idea.
then,
you'll die.
but it'd be perfect because I'll jump at them and then they won't see the like, oh, she's going no
You're
legs.
not
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
like-
as soon
jump.
as
You're
you
gonna
hit the
sink
fucking
into the
ground,
floor.
And then,
just
but they'll
go
just
right
be
into the
like, they'll be
floor,
like,
you're
who the fuck
stuck.
is this guy just lunging at me? And then I'll point my legs up. It's like, bitch,
That's
I have
the
a lightsaber.
worst fucking
Oh,
idea ever.
No,
Why
not
would you
my
just
legs.
like come out of your shoes?
You're
You
not
still
allowed
have
to
legs.
Drew,
be
You turn
but
them
Drew,
off.
as
a
soon as I'm
Jedi.
like, as soon as I'm in a point of trouble, I mean, then you'll come with your floppy sticks and you'll be like,
He just said he was gonna use size.
Well, he'll have both.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, we'll have.
he needs a
When he's
secondary weapon.
excited, they're hard, okay?
Right.
And then
exactly.
Manuel will save us after we're both in trouble. I mean, that will be the team.
At least my lightsaber's practical.
Exactly. That's why you're
Fuck.
the
Does
leader.
Schwa get to stay on the ship, not allowed to leave, right?
Yeah. You just lock me in the ship, just like stay.
Stay in the
God
house,
damn it.
Carl.
Fucking
And then
Shua and his
I just
peg leg
found
saber.
myself to like peg my way in there, just like I want to be a part
See,
of the fight.
Wait, I thought when you're talking about your like
so
lightsaber
okay.
legs, I thought you were
Yeah.
going with like you're gonna have like your legs. You have like a detached leg that is a
No,
lightsaber.
it's just gonna be. It's always there. Like I'm just gonna have to use my arms to go around.
See, why don't you just walk on your hands?
And plus, like, I like the idea that, like, later on in life, when I feel like I need to be extra powerful, I'll just cut my arms off and I'll replace them with lightsabers.
Why?
That sounds
And
fucking
but here's the
stupid.
thing,
How
I
would you
have
turn on the
Force.
fucking lightsabers
I
without
have the
hands?
Force. I'll just, like, float
True.
myself, and I'll be, like, just, like, flopping around.
Just a fucking floating paraplegic.
You'd be the worst.
But, like, and
quadruple
just to mess with them,
fucking
it'll be, like, a
amputee.
lightsaber that changes colors, so it'd be, like...
You'd be like a portable Jedi.
Exactly perfect. I mean,
A portable Jedi.
They
We
can-
just throw him in a Hopi land.
I'm just pitching Seamus from Family Guy, except it's Shua. And instead of pegs, he has lightsabers.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
and I feel like I would have like a British accent, so just a more emotion when I
Uh-huh.
talk.
Somebody draw that, please.
Like bloody wanker.
Well, the only one of us who can draw is Blue, so it'll have to be her.
Alright.
Oh.
Well, I guess I'll ask my question then.
Alrighty.
Let me think of one. I gotta think of a good juicy one. Alright, this is more of like a what if question.
Okay.
Like a, yeah. Okay. You get paid $1 million every time you have sex, or or ejaculate.
Oh, wow.
Till completion. You have to be till completion. But to get the money, your parents have to be there watching.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Would you do it? So as soon as you do
No.
it, you get a message saying, "Oh, by the way, here's your bank account. Your bank account has $1 million in the bank account." But your parents have to watch you till completion, either having sex or masturbating.
Oh no. Yeah.
I'd do
Not
it. You want to know
worth
why? I would
Why?
never masturbate because that'd be more awkward.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. I don't think I would ever do that.
But I'd have sex. Who gives a shit? Fucking $1 million
Yeah.
bucks. Done.
Good job.
And especially if they're
Sonny.
getting like a share of it, they'll be, I think they'd be.
Yeah.
I mean, could they avert their eyes or
My-
they have to look?
But
Nope,
could
they
you
have to, like,
imagine, though,
dead on
them, like,
watch.
your pointers, just like
Nope.
use
They
your
have to stay silent.
No. Ew.
And did, like, I mean,
That's
they
not.
probably- They wouldn't
that's not
fucking
for
bring
you
it up
to
at like the
decide.
dinner table or
No.
anything. I mean, it'd be kind of just like a thing on the side you do
They'd
for money,
forget.
and that's
They'd forget
that,
about it
you know?
after. Their mind
Oh,
gets
yeah,
wiped
fuck yeah.
after.
They do forget about it after?
Actually, no. Fuck that. No, they never
Yeah, I was
forget.
gonna say,
No,
that's too easy.
They just don't bring it
Uh,
up.
I
Just
couldn't.
don't bring it up. They have.
See, that's
they
why.
have, like, a
That's why
banner,
you
like,
just have
did it.
sex. Think of it this way. It's probably more flattering. See, the girl doesn't have to do all this funky shit. So, if you're the girl in the situation, it's like, whatever. The dude, they have to like see his white ass bouncing up and down and bullshit. See, it's easy. I'd do it. Fucking $1 million every time. Done.
Yeah.
Damn, you're a millionaire. Plus, you can make porn out of it, so it'll make even more money.
Double money.
Yeah, let's just
Double-
make porn with my
double
parents in the
profit.
room.
This has been brought to you by Pornhub. Just go to find us. We have all the videos.
Brought to you by Fleshlight. Go fuck yourself.
I thought about
Have
buying
you
one of
ever
those
seen
ones.
the Pornhub live search results?
You did?
I thought about it, and no, I have
like
not.
$100 or something, aren't they? They're stupid.
I was gonna buy the
expensive.
blue alien one for shits and giggles,
Yeah, I remember when that
You
came
can
out.
give it to
that
a
was
homeless
funny.
man. I bet they'd appreciate it.
but I never bought it.
I think a homeless man would much prefer fucking food than a fucking rubber
Only if you
vagina.
don't have the
A
food
fucking
and, like,
rubber alien vagina.
And you're just like,
sure.
yeah, I got this. You're homeless man. Have fun.
To be fair, if you gave a homeless man a fleshlight, he would be masturbating with it all the fucking time.
Where's he
I
gonna get
gave
fucking
him the
lube
gift
for
of
it?
pleasure.
Doesn't need it.
I mean,
Fucking
what
spits in
else
his
do you
hand.
want me to do?
Oh.
You can sell it after. It's perfect.
Sell it. Who's gonna buy a fucking fleshlight from a homeless man? Sheila?
Someone has
Well,
a kink.
But if you're like a bacteria specialist, you could like watch the mold culture start growing and then just study it.
Like TriloByte presents Donate a Fleshlight today. A hopeless man is in need of pleasure. Come on, guys. Donate a Fleshlight.
That's horrible.
Amazing. Drew, question.
Question to ask you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a question. It's
But
like
you'll also have to answer it.
like a hypothetical situation.
Fucking right.
That I ask my brother, and he gets mad every time I bring it up. So, would you, for an extra $10,000 per year, at whatever job you work at, you have to every day go into work and measure your boss's areolas with a tape measure? And keep a fucking spreadsheet of the results and like make graphs and shit. And everyone, all your coworkers know you do it too.
Oh fuck. No, I don't think so.
Never send my coworkers this
I don't think
podcast
that's
ever.
not worth it no.
Like,
Okay, what if
I have
no
a job.
one?
This is
what
not
if,
okay.
What if no one knows? None of your coworkers know. It's just between you and your boss. It's like a private thing, but you just do
Just
it.
you and your boss.
if your boss is
Yeah.
hot, then who gives a fuck?
I mean, yeah, if you have a hot chick boss, but like my boss is my fucking grandfather, so.
You have to answer.
Wow, Grandpa, you drew inches this
For
year.
10
What,
grand,
son?
See, I'm not working right now,
Well,
so
your previous
Takes a
boss.
shirt
okay.
off.
My previous boss was a
Alright,
really
you take
fat,
the
angry
word.
Spanish woman.
Ooh, hot.
No, so I probably would say no. I wouldn't do it.
No.
Your dollar store boss?
My dollar store boss is related to me, so no.
Oh.
Pancake titties.
Well, okay, Blue, you're next. I don't want.
Fuck no.
I mean,
What about,
question.
okay, what's the minimum dollar figure? I said $10,000 a year. What about 50 grand?
Yeah, I'd do it.
Never.
I
Yep,
feel like
I
I'm in.
might.
I feel like Blue would go for it for 3
Like,
tacos.
is it 50 grand at the end of the year or 50 grand
No.
like right
Blue, I
away?
gave you 3 tacos.
It's like
like,
overtime.
and
I'd
like
It's like
punch you in
you're
the
getting
face
paid
for
it
3
out
tacos.
over
And a-
time. It's
and a
just added
library
onto your
card.
paycheck, an extra.
No,
Yeah, I'd
I
do
would
it.
shank you in the ass for 3 tacos. Fucking.
So you turn me. Okay.
And it's not like you have to like convince them to let you measure their areolas.
They
They're like,
want it.
listen, if you do this, I'll give you extra money.
Blue,
and that's
Oh,
what it is.
so they're
You
asking.
want that raise?
Yeah.
So I'm not the weird one for suggesting it.
No, yeah, that'd be fucked up.
Please.
Like, hey,
we're
can
all
I
weird.
measure your areolas? I got the spreadsheet.
I like
Okay.
the idea of like he has a nice spreadsheet all prepared. He's just like,
Exactly.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google something real quick.
while you do that, Blue, do you want to answer your question
or
Say your
or
question.
ask. Yeah.
or ask?
All right. Serious.
And you're the last
seriousness.
one. So
What?
It's got to be the best.
Yeah,
Of
it's
your
me.
childhood, what video game was your fucking favorite, hands down? You'd go back and play it right now, no matter what.
Oh, Pokemon.
No matter how shitty it looked, controlled,
Pokemon.
what game would it be?
Fuck yeah, Pokemon.
Besides Pokemon. You cannot say
God
Pokemon.
damn it. You son of a bitch.
Pokemon doesn't count just because everyone's fucking played Pokemon.
From my childhood?
Childhood?
That either you'd still play today if you had a chance to, or you do.
Legend of the Dragoon.
Ooh.
Oh.
This is such a fucking hard question because there's just so many games. Fucking.
Harvest Moon would be on there too.
That's what I was gonna say. I fucking love Harvest Moon on the GameCube. A Wonderful Life.
That was so good.
That is a good one. I would probably say Pikmin though, either Pikmin 1 or Pikmin 2.
Pikmin pissed me the
don't
fuck off.
Say
I
what?
think I'd
what?
like to go back to Mario 64.
Yeah, that too.
Or Mario Kart 64.
Pikmin's just so fun.
I think Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo was the best.
I love Double Dash. The GameCube, I fucking love.
I forgot about Double
games.
Dash. Double Dash
I
is so
shouldn't
good.
have sold my GameCube, man.
I played
sold
that
it
really
for the
drunk a
Xbox.
couple months ago. That was
How did that
bad.
go?
For me, it'd probably be either Parasite Eve or Silent Hill 1.
Parasite Eve, more like Parasite Steve.
Oh.
Oh, that was bad. I'll cut that out.
Everything stays in, man, yo.
Everything, let's go.
Silent
Everything
Hill was
must
good.
go. I guess
Alright, I guess we're pretty much
we're good. We
at
went
Yes.
time now.
couple
We
of
can
laughs.
end it there.
Pretty.
We do some sort of sign off or what?
Uh,
I hate you, Schwa.
oh, fuck.
Well,
I'm
I mean, that was
kidding.
mean.
Love you.
Expect to see more videos next week.
Yeah.
We're gonna start it.
Yep.
For
Lots of sexy videos.
the 5 of you that are watching right now, thanks for watching.
And
Hopefully
ourselves who are watching. I mean,
shout out to my mom
Boosting
for
that view
watching.
count.
yeah, she was long.
It was fucking
But
mom.
We need to have like a fucking like a phrase or something that's like a pun, like TriloByte me or something. I don't fucking know.
Try to
Oh.
bite you later.
Before we do our
No.
lame pun, for people who are actually watching that actually are strangers of the internet, tell us if what we did wrong. I mean, just constructive criticism.
feedback.
would
And
be
then go
nice.
fuck yourself. That's a
Manny,
joke.
oh
Don't do
no.
that.
Gently.
I'd watch it. I'm completely new. Come on, just post. I'll take it. I'll cry
And then-
after.
Watch me next week as I fail Spooky's house of fucking jump scares.
This is why I'm glad I have creative background because I know how to handle criticism. It's so good.
It's the best thing.
Like I had a comment on my solo channel today, like, "You fucking suck. You're so boring. You suck at video games. You suck." It's like,
Joke's on you guys.
LOL.
We do suck. We already know that.
Haha.
but yeah. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks
enjoy
for
your
watching.
burrito. We can't use enjoy your burrito because that's
If
the
you want
Nerdist
to join
podcast.
my Republic Army, cut your arm and replace it with a lightsaber today.
No, that's horrible. Nobody wants to do that.
Yeah, seriously.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Fuzz
Join
is the
your
black sheep. Beep beep.
Doot, doot.
No.
No. Oh,
End
dear
it there.
God, no.
If you guys have
Fuck's
suggestions
sake,
for a
Manny-o.
sign off,
No,
post
that is not
them.
a sign off. That is just Manny-o being racist.
it's not racist.